Welcome to Fernando's rant of the day. Just got out of work. So I just wanted to do a follow-up video on the material that I presented yesterday. So yesterday I was discussing success and winning and achievement has nothing to do with morality. It's not a moral issue, right? So I feel like that was still a little ambiguous. I feel like I needed to explain that a little bit more. I don't like leaving things like that open to interpretation. I like explaining it exactly the way I'm trying to communicate it. So here's what I was trying to say, because I feel like it was a little ambiguous. So when I say achievement and success has nothing to do with morality, what I mean is, think about the best basketball players of all time. What makes the difference between the very best at that sport and even the above average and the below average is that they're doing specific things in a very specific way. Their morality has nothing to do with how well they perform at that sport, at basketball. Have you ever seen the movie Left Behind, that Left Behind series? So Kirk Cameron, I believe that's the actor's name, he's a Christian, and he made this movie, the series of movies on the end of the world. And if you watch it, it's kind of really low quality work. The concept is really cool. Like, this could have been a really cool movie, but the concept was cool, but the production quality was really bad. And it had some success, but if someone like Christopher Nolan directed that movie and produced it, it would have been critically acclaimed, right? So you can't, what I mean that when I say success at your art and in your craft has nothing to do with righteousness or morality, what I mean is it has to do with the craft itself. Like Christopher Nolan, I don't know how righteous he is, I don't know how spiritual he is, but he makes the best fucking movies. He makes the highest quality films, the best writing. If you watch his interviews, this dude is so intelligent with the way he crafts his movies. And he is an elite movie maker, director, writer, producer, right? Christopher Nolan. So that's what I mean. So if you need more examples, that success is about doing specific things in a very specific way. You being righteous or unrighteous has nothing to do with you achieving your success. It has to do with taking specific actions in a very specific way. And again, Wallace D. Wattles' book, The Science of Getting Rich, talks extensively about this. Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich and the Laws of Success, speak extensively on this. Now, the more morality you have, the more you can sustain your success. Being immoral or like unethical, I should say, being unethical will probably rob you of success in the long run, but that has nothing to do with you being successful or non-successful. So some people think that they can kind of put a little work together, kind of pray about it, kind of pray on it, and then it's going to have all this critical acclaim. It's not. Sorry. Because success has nothing to do with morality and righteousness. It has to do with presenting that craft and doing that craft at the most elite level to get critical acclaim, to get the kind of success you want. So learn your landscape. Again, like I talked about in my last video, learn everything you can about the landscape that you're planting your seed in. Learn everything about the type of work you need to do and do it at the highest levels. My business partner, Marcus Gill, he interviewed a bunch of salespeople when he first started with the company, top producers, above average, average, and below average. And he noticed that the difference between the top producers and the average and the mediocre and like the bottom producers was a difference in subtlety. It was little subtle differences. Like the top producers do specific things in a very specific way. They're all kind of doing the same thing. Everyone kind of does the same thing. But the ones that really stand out over the long run are doing very specific things in very unique ways, very different ways. So that's what success is about. has nothing to do with morality. Okay, it's not a moral issue. That's kind of what I was trying to say. I think those are better examples than the one I gave last time. Again, kind of like the Left Behind movie series. Good concept, really cool concept. Bad production, doesn't have critical acclaim. And they're pretty righteous people who worked on that. From what I know. I mean, who knows? But that's kind of the concept there. So again, learn your landscape, learn how to do your craft at the highest level so you can have all of the nuance and detail in your work so you can stand out from the crowd. Because again, it's just subtle differences make the difference between being good and great and phenomenal. Okay? So be phenomenal, learn your craft, understand the arena that you're in, know everything about it so that you can dominate that arena and be the best at it, okay? Put good work together, quality work, bring value to people at high levels. It's not about a moral issue. It's not about praying over your work. I mean, you can pray over your work. It's not going to be bad, but have good work, quality work, and you will get acclaim, okay? All right, so just want to leave you with that. Have a great night. Thank you for listening to my rant of the day. Bye.